several trumpet players in our audience, and I wonder how it might be to be taught trumpet by a tuba player. Keith, would you like to speak about that?
Yes, my name is Keith Johnson, and I teach at the University of Northern Iowa. I was privileged to begin study with Mr. Jacobs about 3 years ago, and the thing that I remember as perhaps the most shocking was that I went in one time to play for him some Piccolo Trumpet excerpts from the B minor Mass of Bach, and I was absolutely flabbergasted to find out that this man knew more about Piccolo Trumpet than I could ever hope to know. He seemed to know the problems inside and out. I guess what I would like to know is how you know so much about an instrument that you obviously have probably never held, let alone played.
I can answer that by saying I know some of the requirements in order to play the piccolo trumpet well. And so I always work with the person who plays the instrument and how you apply yourself to it. There are certain rules that we go by. And again, there's a simplifying process around, you know. And it's the dominance of being a musician and not allowing yourself to be disrupted by the feedback of the phenomena of sensory perception based on feel. Sound is all right, but not the feel phenomena. And these are such radical changes that the question is, how do you keep a sense of normalcy by going into an extreme of this type? And of course, you do it by finding what are the minimal states necessary to do this, and then still keep the lip vibrating, still keep the air under proper flow and pressure and so forth. And you do this based on musical thoughts, not piccolo trumpet thoughts. It just happens that you're playing up in that range, you could do it on your big trumpet. And in other words, an embouchure in a person, when they start to move to the frequency of vibration, a high note is simply a fast vibration. The higher it goes, the faster the lip has to vibrate. You have the rules of physics, the laws that govern that: length, thickness, and tension. So obviously there's going to be lack of length, there's going to be changes in tension states and so forth. But we have to recognize that you don't have conscious control of the embouchure based on the knowledge of the various fiber groups that have to function. So you're still going to motivate them simply by the concepts of sound as you've developed over the years as a musician. Then we try to carry this normalcy up into the range of frequency that you're going without changing the physical principles that govern you when you play your own trumpet. There are changes, and they're drastic changes in terms of perception, the phenomena of feel, and so forth. And we have to make sure that these are put into perspective so the musical thoughts are dominant. Very frequently I'll have the person playing on piccolo trumpet just work with songs, just work with simple melodies. If he does it in the lower range of his piccolo trumpet, he's in the higher range of his normal trumpet. The crossover is there, so we put a musical dominance in there. We find certain aspects of the work effort, so you'll do whatever's required, but you don't do it based on the concepts of physical strength, you do it based on the concepts of music.